What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video here. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of a story that happened a couple of weeks ago, which I find pretty funny. And I didn't really get in trouble for it because I'm not an idiot, but I kind of found out a couple days ago, or not a couple days, like a week ago or something about that, about kind of like what ended up happening because of that. But I mean, I'm not in trouble for it, and I probably, hopefully, won't be as a result of this video. But basically, what ended up happening was that me and a couple of my friends ended up going into the subway in town, which is the least interesting part of the whole trip, actually. Believe it or not, going to Subway really isn't that interesting, especially in a town with in the middle of some fucking cornfield in the middle of buttfuck Indiana. So I mean, there really isn't much to the Subway part of it. But we ended up for some reason going to a CVS, and at the CVS, I was told that they sold some cock rings. And so I was like, okay. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll buy one. Of course, not with my money because I don't want to spend my $20 on a cock ring that I intend not to use. But I ended up using anyway. So one of my close friends is like, okay, I'll give you. We're kind of like we got into the little CVS that we got in town, which it's honestly looks so bad. Like you go inside of it, there's like it looks like shit, the CVS, but it is what it is. So we went in there, we're just walking around, and I spotted. I was like, oh look, it's the last one on the shelf. So I was like, oh look at that, best timing possible here. It looks like someone's watching overhead trying to get me to buy this cock ring. So I was like, okay, I'll get it. So we were trying to divvy up who's gonna pay for it and everything, and I only had like a couple dollars, and some other people had a couple dollars, but we had we had to spend $20 worth of stuff as I get owned and lose a kill streak there. I could have gotten all my kill streaks there, but I ended up getting owned by it was a shotgun user there, but surprise, surprise. But I mean, we get in there, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go up to the front counter. I'm gonna buy this shit. Like, fuck it. And some funnier things happened as we were in the store, but it doesn't really have to deal with me per se. But it was just kind of funny. It was coincidental, but it is what it is. So basically, the whole trip was very fun to an extent, just because like the stuff there, like the people that we saw that were there, it was just kind of like a really coincidental thing, but. Anyway, what ended up going on from there was that I was like, okay, so I went up to the front counter and I bought the fucker, and I ended up, it was $20. I just walked up to the counter. I was like, okay, here's the $20 worth of stuff. I have $20 right here. Here's the thing, and I mean the lady that was at the front counter didn't even flinch. Like that's what made it even better. Like she didn't even fucking flinch. She just stared. Like she just looked at the thing, put it over that scanner, and she's like, do you have a CVS rewards card? I'm like, no. So she just makes me pay $20, and I end up just leaving the store. Which, I mean, it was. I was a little bit like nervous because I was like, I mean. I just kind of went up there, and I was like, to an extent, I was kind of like, my heart's beating a little bit because I was like, I'm gonna look like a fucking idiot, but I look like a fucking idiot no matter what I do. So I guess it is what it is at the end of the day. Look at that cheese. You guys see that? The little fracture thing got stuck in a fucking doorway. That's some bullshit. I mean, Treyarch, get your shit together. I mean, they put in a game mode, but it doesn't even work. I own this guy. I pick up all of his core file thingies, but going off on a tangent here, this gameplay is, I don't know where it is, to be honest with you, and then I get owned with all my fractured file thingies, and I get rattled to no end. But we ended up getting back to our room, and we're like, okay, so there's only 20 minutes of battery life on the thing, right? And I mean, I didn't know, like, I was kind of stupid, like, I didn't know how it worked, right? Like, obviously, you press a button, it vibrates, and I was like, oh, like, it was so anticlimactic. Like, you buy something, it's like, you're so hype, like, that, like, feeling you get, it's like, oh, it's about to be lit. And then you end up buying it, and it's just, this product is terrible. And I didn't enjoy it. I was like, this waste of $20. And so we ended up we ended up wasting $20, and we take it, right, and we wash it. So I was the first one to use it, and kind of gross, but four of us ended up using it, and or three of us ended up using it as I absolutely destroyed the whole other team. I think I got the whole team out with that one right there. That's beautiful right there. But I ended up like going through it again, and the guy, and I double quad feed, look at that, and we ended up getting another one. So another guy uses it for 10 minutes, so only only three people get to use it. And he walks in into our lounge. We were playing Madden in the lounge, and he's like, that was honestly like the worst thing I've ever felt in my life. I'm like, yeah, that was actually such a waste of fucking money. And it got better because we ended up throwing it in between couch cushions, because why the fuck not when you don't give a fuck? Why not just put in couch cushions? It's actually so gross. And so like one of the people that like supervise us and like look over us and like make sure our rooms are in order, and ended up finding it. Like he ended up reaching into the couch cushion and pulling the unwashed, dirty ass 2-week-old cock ring out of the fucking couch cushion, holds it in his hand, and then he's like, what is this? And they're like, I don't know, the people in the lounge. And when I found that out, I was like, that's fucking funny as hell. So I mean, I don't think I'll get in trouble for it, but if I do, then fuck it, I guess. I mean, trying to make a fun upload here. I'm not looking to get kicked out of school or anything. I probably won't be. It's just a cock ring. It does not hurt. It's not like I cut somebody's dick off or anything. You know, it's not like anything too graphic. So I don't think there's big issue there. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. We ended up losing this game. I didn't do great. I had like 10 deaths, but like, I mean, still, I ended up shitting on the other team. I don't understand why my teammates couldn't do anything. I ended up getting like all the kill streaks a man could want, but my team they just can't. I don't get it. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.